Okay. There we go. Now we're recording. Alright, so our next video, well, hello, how you doing? Hopefully you've hit the subscribe button by now. If I've done things right, you should be seeing a big subscribe icon right there. If not, then you won't. But we're going to talk about an old movie from 1995, another disaster movie in the Hollywood version of Destroying the United States, because at one time in 1995 they were thinking all the ice caps were going to melt. So they figured the whole earth would be covered in water. So we're going to watch Waterworld, because that's what one of the writers decided to base this movie off of. So that's actually kind of fun. Now, Waterworld is a Kevin Costner movie. Basically, Kevin Costner rides around on a boat all the time. He's got gills behind his ears, which is kind of makes it a science fiction movie. It's kind of a love story, kind of an adventure type film. It got Academy Awards. It actually did pretty good as far as what I want. Now, let's see if my computer will do what I want it to do now. They haven't made a sequel to this. At one time, they were actually talking about a sequel to this movie, but they haven't done it yet. So basically Kevin Costner dives for dirt under the water at the floor of the sea, or which actually would have been the city where we're living and walking around out now. And he goes down below all the buildings to the dirt, gets a bucket full of sand or dirt, and sells it for food, goods, and services. Does a lot of bartering, trading for resin, all that fun stuff to fix his boat or sailboat. It's a funky sailboat too. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's got a lot of intrigue, for a Kevin Costner movie, it's actually one of the better ones. Then they run into smokers, which are basically on a big oil ship. They've got paddles instead of using fuel to pass it around, because the engines are probably blown up by now. They got lots of jet skis, lots of motorized vehicles that they convert the oil into running, fuel, gasoline. Then they run around terrorizing people, trying to figure out how to get more resources, which is the whole premise of the movie, is everybody's getting resources. So Kevin goes to this fortress outpost floating on the water, where they got 20-foot walls, and doing a trade so that he could get a tree and a couple other plants. They don't really have a whole lot to trade. He gives them dirt, and then he gets coins, and they call them chits. And then he goes to the store and buys out the store, basically. And then they get attacked. He gets found out that he's a hybrid, or I don't remember what they actually called him, but he's got gills, so they cage him up and follow the laws and try to destroy him, because they don't know what he is, which is human nature in the first place. Then they end up the smokers end up attacking the outpost that he's at, and he gets broke out of his cage by one of the lady that's trying to escape with the kid. It's got the map on the back to get to dry land, which is basically the North Pole, according to this movie. And they figure it out. He gets away with his interesting sailboat after getting pinned up by the gates of the fortress, after the holes have been blown in it. Smokers have blown holes in it with guns, and it's just a really interesting. They got jet skis. They fly under, drive under, fly over. Jet skis of the day that this thing came out, because they were trying to promote jet skis with the movie. It turned out to be a pretty good setup. It turned out to be a pretty good movie. It's really kind of interesting. They they say that in the movie that they predicted the sea levels were 8,200 meters above above sea level, which would have basically covered just about everything on the planet, which is 26,900 feet above sea level. Wow, that'd cover everything. That's about 2 miles. So yeah, that would cover just about everything on the planet if water got that high. And people would survive, at least the ones that are on boats, as the water started rising, if it didn't rise too fast. But a lot of boats would run out of food and supplies real quickly unless you had a way to grow and keep your supplies going. I could see a big cruise ship be able to do that, but something like Kevin Costner was running around on, probably not. But, it's still a good movie. Now, could this actually happen? Well, yeah, anything could happen. But will it? Probably not in my lifetime, but we'll see. Now, I did like this movie. It was really good. Not all Kevin Costner movies are as good as this one. This is probably the one that he had a breakout with. It was really, really interesting premise. It's really good story. At the end of the movie, they do find what they call dry land and horses and fresh water running down the mountainside and all kinds of that good stuff going on. Filtered and all that. It turned out to be an interesting movie. Everybody ended up safe. Kevin Costner got a place he can go. He can go sail the oceans and come back and get food and supplies and see the girl that fell in love with him while they were on a trip. They did a lot of interesting script changes on the boat and scripting on the boat with the three stuck on the boat. Costner, the lady, and the kid. I don't even know her name. And I'm even going to look to find out because it doesn't really matter. At least not to me, maybe to you. All right, so we're running a little short on these videos today, but that's okay. Doesn't really like you're going to see them anytime soon. It's going to take you over a year to see them from the point I'm recording them. So we're going to go ahead and this movie turned out to be out in July 28th, 1995. It ran 135 minutes. It's the United States. English, of course. The budget was 172 to 175 million. They really don't know what the exact number was. And at the box office, it made 264.2 million. So it did a pretty good job. It made money. That's more than some videos do, movies. Now, was this? No, this wasn't even based on a. Okay, I thought for a minute this was based on a book, and it's not. It doesn't seem to be. I can't find it in my notes anyway. If it is, you'll let me know. I'm pretty sure down below. So that was pretty good. I like Waterworld. If you made it this far, I'm hoping you subscribe and do all that fun stuff that involves keeping this show alive. Well, probably stay alive anyway. It don't cost me anything. I just got to deal with the occasional attack from YouTube. So anyway, we'll talk to you on the next video. Where's my stuff at? And then we'll see you in the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out of here.